So you're trying to figure out what build to make. Consider your place within battle, or maybe without it. Are you dispatching your foes while minimizing their threat? Or are you directly contesting the stoutest among them? Let's say you choose from the heavier lot of weaponry. Well-timed strikes from this class of weapon carry the weight needed to throw a well-armored knight off balance immediately. In higher-risk situations, these sorts of weapons require very deliberate positioning and timing, as they demand more time, exertion, and input from the users. So if your swing does not connect, or does not stagger, you'll be tending to a wound. But that's where your choice of armor comes in. A full covering of plate armor provides good protection for most every purely physical armaments cut, though it almost always comes at the expense of mobility. If you prefer the heavier articles over the more modest kind, you'll find that they also reinforce your poise proportionately to their weight. And with higher poise, you'll be able to hold your posture more effectively against at least a single hit from one enemy who's using a light armament. Now with lighter weaponry, such as a straight sword, you'll be able to string multiple attacks together at a faster rate. They also allow you to transition from swing to step much more quickly, which means less time spent open to retaliation. Their only drawbacks are their reach and weight, as there are plenty of enemies that will be able to outmatch both, meaning they'll have more opportunities to land a hit first, unless you create an opening. If you wear a lighter mixture of armor, you'll find yourself better suited to evasive movement. Dodging in all its forms will be much easier, as your speed and distance travel will be slightly greater so long as your full set of equipment is light enough. This is the difference with a light equip load, the typical medium equip load. If you want to keep yourself further out of harm's way, ranged weaponry can supplement any build that has the room for them. You'll find portable ballista and cannons, alongside more conventional bows and crossbows, and some of them also possess unique traits and skills, but you'll need to maintain an inventory of bolts and arrows to use these tools constantly. But you can still take things further through sorceries and incantations. Casters can conduct powerful explosions or focused beams of energy to varying degrees. The only thing truly holding them back are memory slot limitations and the heightened demand for FP throughout time-extensive combat situations. And that cast can't even be used altogether without their exact proper tools and statistics, which means a bit less room for more reliable physical weaponry. There are also numerous pieces of apparel and accessories that will heighten cast damage, physical damage, or even provide unique passive abilities. Just make sure you read into them carefully, since some of them induce penalties in exchange for benefits. Extra tools, items, and throwables of all sorts are at your disposal. You'll find things ranging from kukri to elemental bombs, curing boluses to enchanting cuts, all providing their respective utilities either with or without cost to FP. Now that you have an idea of what's possible, we can shift over to mechanics. Animations, stamina, poise. When you understand these, you'll be able to familiarize yourself with every other mechanic they cascade into. So, animations. To lock onto a target, press the right thumbstick on your controller. Almost every single animation in this game will limit your movement and demand full commitment once initiated. Make sure that when attacking, you'll be right where you want to be before, during, and after the animation. While your aim is unlocked, your attacks move in the same direction you push the left thumbstick. Now stamina. For as long as this green bar is not empty, you can perform any action. When it is empty, you can still move and crouch, but you cannot block, attack, sprint, jump, etc. And the design principle for stamina applies to your health and FP, or focus points. Now poise. Poise allows characters to not be staggered when hit by lighter attacks or lighter weapons. Both you, the player, and every other character has it. To tell if someone will have a lot of it, take note of their size in relation to yours. The very first thing you'll face in the game will be able to poise through almost everything you throw at it, unless you damage its poise enough to break its posture, which leaves it open to a critical attack for as long as it's down. To trigger a critical attack, you'll need to position yourself either directly in front of or behind your target, and then press the light attack button. So, again, those are the main things you need to understand about the game at a base to have a better time with it overall. I also highly suggest going through the in-game tutorial section. It'll provide a lot of mechanical context. So, with that, hopefully your foray into the lands will be a little less treacherous. If it helped, a like, comment, share will all go a long way in supporting me. Good luck.